Welcome, dear students. In today's session, let us discuss with string functions how can we make use of some built-in string functions while accessing data from the table. Okay, so like how we have found certain string functions in your C programming or C++. In the same way, we have some built-in functions which are more required for the access of data from the SQL table. Okay. Well, students, let us begin with the available functions of string and how we apply those in our SQL table. Okay. In the queries, you all are familiar with these lower or upper functions in string, right? So what is the purpose of having such kind of name? Yes, it returns character with all letters in lowercase. Suppose if the given string is in uppercase and if you want to convert that into lower, then we can make use of which function? Lower function. Okay. So observe the syntax is very simple. Lower followed by the character, like which kind of data you want to convert to lowercase, that has to be provided as an input. Now just check out the example. So it is a recall for you all that these small simple functions like aggregate functions or the numeric functions or the string functions or we are supposed to discuss date functions also. Okay. So all these functions are actually applied with the help of which table? Dual table, right? It is available, the Oracle. It is a dummy table which is found in the data dictionary. For what is the default nature of this dual table? It consists of what? One row and one column, right? Yes, and the default data that what it can hold is what? With a character type, right? Yes. So just check out how we use this. So any functions, either it is numeric string, date functions or aggregate functions, we are supposed to apply those functions with the help of select operation. So with the help of select operation itself, you can view the data, like what you are giving as input and what you want that input to be done, what output you have to view. It is done with the help of, or it is viewed with the help of select operation. Okay. So select lower, as you observe the syntax, it should be provided with character, right? So characters, we know that in any of the programming languages, it has to be embedded within single quotes. So the input is Ivan Barrows, the author of PL SQL textbook. Okay. So Ivan Barrows is the input given, and see here, this is what, if when we are observing the output of this query, the column heading will be what displayed as lower. So whatever we provide within double quotes, it will be showing as a column heading. Okay. So our syntax is this much: lower, we have provided input the Ivan Barrows, and table name is a compulsory one, mandatory. So we are using the dummy table provided by the Oracle from clause followed by the dual table name. Okay. So the output will be observed here. So the given heading is what we are renaming the column heading, or we are providing a new column heading with lower, and the conversion of this character you are finding below. Okay, so fine. Now the next string function, that is init cap. So with the name itself, we can understand that if you want to get the first character to be in capital letter, then you can make use of this init cap. It returns a string with the first letter of each word in uppercase. So let us look that. Okay, syntax is init cap followed by the character. So as an example, it is as usual with the select operation followed by the string function init cap. We are providing an input Ivan Barrows embedded within single quotes. Then the output should be displayed with a column heading title case. Okay, title case is a column heading we have given. So it is shown within double quotes, and from clause followed by the table name dual. Okay. So observe the output. This function causes the given input to be displayed like this. So init cap char Ivan. So this is one particular what set of characters, and this is one set of characters. See, for each name, the first letter is shown or converted to capital letter. Fine. Then, as we discussed lower function, the other one is upper function, string function. It returns character with all letters posed to uppercase. So, the syntax is upper followed by character. So, here also we should provide the character data as an input. Just check out here. The example is select upper, the string function upper followed by Miss Carol. So this is the input we are providing. So anything embedded within single quotes is considered to be as a character input. And observe here, the column heading we are providing is within double quotes capitalized, then from clause followed by the table name DL. So the output causes this one. Capitalize is the column heading, and see Miss Carol. Everything is converted to uppercase. Okay, fine. Now let us discuss about substr. What is it? Substring, right? So given a string, if you want to fetch a part of character from that given string, then we can make use of substring. It returns a portion of characters beginning at character M and going up to character N. If N is omitted, the result returned is up to the last character in the string. The first position of char is 1. So normally when we try to fetch the substring in a given string, we are supposed to give two things as input. What is that? That is from which character you want to start to get the substring, and you should provide the length from that character to how much length the string has to be what collected, or the substring has to be considered. Okay, so M and N. M is what? Beginning from which character, from the character position, beginning from which character, and it has to move till which position. So that is provided with the N. Suppose if you are not providing till how much the character has to be fetched, only M you are giving, that is from substring. If you are providing the information, the first position, starting position from where the string has to be fetched, then N, if N is not given, what happens? Till the end, from that particular string or the character position till the end of the string, it is going to fetch the information. Okay, so let us observe here. Substr, so from which string you should provide the data input string, and in this given string, this is the original data or the original string, comma M you are providing with the help of start position, then comma N, that is length, from mth position till how long it has to be fetched. Okay, so where string is the source string means it is holding the input, the string information, if it is in your name, if it is a name or anything, noun. Okay, so start position is the position for extraction, from which position the string has to be extracted. The first position in the string is always 1. So it is not that you're you're counting from 0, you're counting from which digit 1. The first position is numbered as 1. Length is the number of characters to extract. So length is going to provide the information till how much long the characters has to be fetched. Okay, just check out the example. Select substr. See, substr is a function. Observe the syntax part. There are 3 arguments. First argument is what? The source string, that is the term secure, and M comma N, which is a starting position. Starting position is 3. 3 means the string position starts from which digit? Character position. S is 1, E 2, C 3, U 4, R 5, E 6. So M is 3, that is from third position the character has to be fetched. So it is from C it has to extract, comma 4. So what is till how long? 4. So this is third position. Let us count from this one. From C, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so CURE will be extracted. Is that clear? So this is a column heading for the output you are providing, substring, then from clause followed by the table name dual. Okay, so just check out the output. Substring, what we have specified within double quotes, it is shown as a heading, and the result is what? It has fetched from third position, that is from C, and from C, from third position, how many characters has to be fetched? 4 characters. So C1, U2, R3, E is 4. Okay, fine. This is about substring. Okay, ASCII. All of you are familiar with ASCII, right? So what is it? It is a code that is represented for whatever the keyboard keys that are available, like the characters, numerical datas and all. Okay, the that is each special character, what you find on the keyboard, everything has its own ASCII code. Okay, so ASCII is a string function here. What is the purpose of it? It returns the number code that represents the specified character. If more than one character is entered, the function will return the value for the first character and ignore all of the characters after the first. So, in case if you want to know the information or ASCII code of a particular character, then you can make use of which function? ASCII character, string function. And what happens, like whatever the character, see the syntax you observe, ASCII followed by within parenthesis only single character has to be given. If you are giving more than one character, then the ASCII function will consider only the first character, and that first character's ASCII code will be returned. Okay, so where single character is the specified character to retrieve the number code for. So for which character the ASCII code or the number code you want to know, that particular input has to be provided along with the ASCII function. Let us observe the example here. See, select operation followed by the string function ASCII. So here if you just check the input here, how many argument? It is a single character what we should provide as an input, and of course as it is a character, it should be embedded within single quotes. Okay, so following to that, this is a column heading. The user wants to view the output with this column heading, so that is why it is provided with double quotes ASCII 1. That is, as here you're in this particular query, we are using ASCII string function 2 times. Okay, so that is why the column heading what we have chosen is ASCII 1. Okay, then putting a comma, you can also add multiple functions along with single function. Like one time you have used ASCII, the other time you can make use of ASCII or any other string function you can use here, like lowercase, uppercase, lower, upper, sub str, anything like that. So here another ASCII is used, and observe within parenthesis, again one single character is entered as an input, that is capital A you are finding, and this function has to return, it will be returning an answer or numeric ASCII code. And just check here, the output of this function has to be viewed under which column heading? ASCII 2, which is provided within double quotes followed by from clause with the table name dual. So now just check out the output here. What is the first column heading we have given? ASCII 1. Yes. Second column heading is ASCII 2. For first column heading, you have to get, or the function ASCII function has to return the number code for small lowercase a, and it is what? 97. I hope you all know this number. You have studied in the computer organization and all the ASCII code information about lowercase, like from lowercase a, what is the number, starting number, and uppercase a starts from which ASCII code and all. Okay, so if it is capital A given here, what is the numeric code returned? 65. Okay, capital B is 66, capital C is 67, like that. And here small letter A 97, small letter B will be 98, following to that. Yes, so this is with the ASCII function. Well, the next string function is compose. What is the meaning of compose? Returns a Unicode string. It can be a character type, it can be a varchar alphanumeric or nchar, n varchar 2, okay, then character LOB, n character LOB, okay. So what is, I hope you all remember these are the data types what we find in which one? SQL, okay. So just check out here. If you want any of the character to be returned from the keyboard. For example, the input what you are inputting here is, the input what we provide here is the special character information. In the sense here, just check out here. It returns a Unicode string. Unicode string. It is going to return Unicode string means just check out the table here. These are unistring values and these are resulting characters. So our input should be something like this what you are finding in this table. Observe here, it is the function unistr, okay, uni string, and within single quotes, okay, backslash 0300, within single quote backslash 0301, within single quotes backslash followed by 0302, again within single quotes backslash followed by 0303, again within single quotes backslash followed by 0308. So what are these? So just check out here. If we provide this value, this unistring value, then what is a character it is going to? This unistr is going to return which character? Just check out here. This is, you all have, you have observed in the keyboard these characters. So if we, this is what accent we tell. And if we are giving the value 0301, it will be what giving acute accent. So just check out the character here. 0302, if you are giving, then it is circumflex, like this symbol. Then for backslash 0303, then tilde, this kind of symbol. 0308, then double quotes. Okay, so these are what the different types of characters that are returned with the help of which values? Unistr values. So in the compose string function, we are supposed to provide unistr values. So just check out here the example. Select compose the string function within parenthesis. So here observe students, this is optional one, okay, this is optional. And here what they are trying to give is, whatever the character you're using or you want to get, so these characters are actually in you can attach these special characters to what the character what we provide as a first argument here, okay. So just check out a within single quotes following to that. So this has to be concatenated with, a has to be concatenated with unistr uni string with what type of value? 0301. If you just check out here 0301 acute accent, this character has to be attached to this a character a. Okay, so close this parenthesis. So compose is having this much as input. Okay, so to which character the uni string has to be attached. Okay, then this is a column heading composed from clause followed by the dual table. So just check out the output here. So composed, and this is character A, above to that A. Okay, above A you are finding this acute accent symbol. Okay, so this is as it is being scanned, uh, it is not properly viewable, that acute accent symbol. Okay, so this is the importance of compose. As with compose, you are finding the output or the character above A, right? So character A is composed with this special character above to it. Okay, so following to compose, you are finding decompose. What is the purpose of decompose? It accepts a string and returns a Unicode string. So accepts a string and returns a Unicode string. What is the meaning of that? Observe the syntax. Decompose Then input is what? String it is telling. Okay. So what is that input? Check out. Select operation followed by decompose, open parenthesis. See, you're finding compose string function to be provided as an input. Above we have used compose, right? So the same one it is used here. Compose, same example as we dealt just now for the compose. The same example or the compose function is attached here as an input for the decompose string function. Decompose, open parenthesis, following to that compose string function. Within parenthesis, what? The character A concatenated with uni string value 0301. See how many parentheses has to be closed. So this is one, the close of this, and for this parenthesis it is closed. Then compose, before compose we had started one or opened one parenthesis, that we are closing here. Okay, so the result has to be viewed with the column heading decompose, so that is why provided within double quotes, followed by from clause, following to that DL table. Okay, so just check out decomposed. What is found? A character is printed, but if you just check out the special character here, it is being separated from A. Just check here above, that special character was above A. It was composed to that character, given character. Whereas here, so first before decompose is applied, here compose is applied. So what happens? The output, the result of this inner function will be like this. A above to this is what with the which type of value? What is that? Acute ascent. Acute ascent. That value is found along with the character A. But now after applying decompose, so the compose is going to return this output, and for decompose the input will be this one, A with this special character. So the decompose, what it does, it separates. See, the character which was above A, it is being separated, decomposed. Okay, this is the nature of this string function. Next we shall discuss with instr, the string function. It returns the location of a substring in a string. So we have used substr. Now on using instr, we will be getting the position of the substring. So just check out the syntax. Instr, so string 1 is a source string. String 2 is what? The substring in that source string. And from which position? Start position, that is M, and nth appearance. So observe the syntax part. We are having 4 arguments here. So where the first argument, string 1, is the string to search, that is the source string, original string in which we have to find the location of a substring. Okay. String 2 is a substring to search for in string 1. So string 2 is what? It is a part of a data that is present in this original string. So we have to search the string 2 information in the string 1. String 2 is a substring to search for in string 1. Start position is a position in string 1. So in string 1, from which position the start, the information has to be uh, searched. From which position it has to be searched is the position in string 1 where the search will start. So we are supposed to provide the starting point from which position the string 2 has to be searched from string 1. If omitted, it defaults to 1. So in case if we are not providing the start position, the search operation starts from the first character of the string 1. That's all. The the position in the string is 1. If the start position is negative, okay, if it is positive value, it is what? This first character. If it is negative, the function counts back start position number of characters from the end of the string 1. In case if the start position value what we are giving is a negative value, for example if it is -3 or -2, what happens? From backward, from reverse order backward of the string position, it is going to search. Okay, and then searches towards the beginning of string 1. So from backward to starting of the string it is going to search. Nth appearance is the nth appearance of string 2. If omitted, it defaults to 1. That is uh, the appearance, nth appearance. So it is not mandatory. In case if it is omitted, it will be searching only for one occurrence of that string. So for example, let us assume that string 2, we know that string 2 is existing in string 1. So it is what nth appearance means. We have to search only uh, one appearance in this original string if it is 1. If it is 2, we have to search other appearance also in the complete string, in which again where else the same substring is present, like that. Okay, just check out with the examples you will be understanding it. Select in str, in string, the meaning is what? In string, in str, this is a first argument, string 1. What is string 1? Sct on the net. Sct on the net. This is a first argument and string 1, original string. And string 2, that is substring, is given as what? Lowercase t. Substring is what? Lowercase t. Observe here, start position we are not finding here. Again, nth appearance also we are not finding as an argument. So it means what? The first and second argument are important. It is no issue if we not attach the other two arguments. Okay, so this output, let us observe what is the output for this with the column heading instr1. Okay, and we have used comma. It means what? Once again we are using the in string function in the select operation or in the query. But before we discuss the second part, we shall observe the output for the first occurrence. Okay, so just check out here, sct on the net. This is the original string, and which is a substring t, small lowercase t. As no start position is mentioned in this particular function, what happens? By default, from the first position it is going to search. The instr function will search from which one? The starting position, as the start position is not mentioned here. Okay, now just check out the, let us count here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So t is present from 8th position. So in instr, what is the purpose of this function? It is going to return the location from where the substring exists. Okay, so see here, from 8th position it is what occurring, that substring t, that is a output. Okay, now observe the next one, sct, instr sct on the net. So string 1 comma second argument substrings lowercase t, and comma starting from which position it has to be searched, from first character it has to search, or from first location. Nth appearance is how much? Nth appearance 2, that is second appearance, not the first appearance. If it was one, first appearance, that is the thing. Like t is present here, t is present, lowercase t is present how many times? 1 and 2, twice we are finding, right? So here what happened? Start position we didn't give and nth appearance we didn't give. So by default it searched from the start position, and nth appearance, as it was not given, only first occurrence of that t was considered, and it was given as 8. Whereas here it is showing 2. It means what? The second appearance, second time where exactly t is observed as a substring in the original string. That position information has to be given as an output here. So now just check out. Let us go with the syntax again. String 1, substring, from which start position, from which position the substring has to be searched from the original string. And what is the appearance? Which appearance of that substring position has to be returned? Okay, just check out here now. As the start position is given 1, so it starts searching from the first position. And second appearance, nth appearance is second appearance. So let us check where this lowercase t has appeared second time, in which position? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So second time lowercase t has occurred in which position? 14th position. See, the location 14 is returned. Okay, so in my count, I am considering the count for blank space also. Here blank space location is 4. Here 5, 6, 7. Blank space is 7th position. 8, 9, 10, 11. Blank space position is what? 11th position. Right? Okay, so this is what the functionality of in str. Well, students, I have discussed few string functions in today's session. In my next session, we shall look into many other functions which are available in string, where we can apply those with our SQL queries. Okay, thank you. Meet you all in the next session.